You know, when you look ahead to WrestleMania 41, that match between Jade Cargill and Naomi, it's not just another booking, is it?
No, definitely not. There's something, well, something really raw there.
Right.
Feels much bigger than just a wrestling match.
Right. And we've got a couple of really interesting sources to dig into this. There's a YouTube hype package, which, wow, really sets the mood.
Yeah, and also a pretty sharp report from WrestleSite that kind of lays out the core conflict.
Exactly. Both of them seem to be pointing towards this story of trust just completely shattering.
And this, like, deep need for revenge. It's powerful stuff.
So our deep dive today really is to try and understand this feud, like what actually happened. What were the key moments that got us here to this level of intensity between them?
Okay, yeah, let's do it. Where should we start? The YouTube package.
Yeah, let's start there because it just throws you right in, doesn't it? Into this crisis moment. You hear those sounds.
Yeah, those audio clips. Hey, we need some help.
And then, hey, paramedics. You instantly know something bad has happened backstage.
Yeah.
Serious stuff.
It's really effective. Sets the stakes immediately.
And the fallout is massive, right? Jade Cargill, she has to give up the tag team titles.
Yeah, the speaker and the video, they basically say there's no other option.
Which tells you just how badly hurt she must have been. Incapacitated.
And what's interesting right after that is Naomi's reaction.
Mm-hmm.
She steps up, like, immediately. Says, if she needs a tag team partner, I can step up to the play.
Which, at the time, sounds like pure loyalty. You know, like she's got her partner's back.
And it seems like Cargill felt that too initially. Remember, she said, yes, Naomi has always had my back.
Yeah, and called her longtime friend, now turned tag team championship partner.
Yeah.
You really got the sense of that bond they had.
Makes the whole turn later just brutal.
Totally. But even then, you kind of feel this shadow hanging over things. Naomi says they got to move forward.
Right. She says, we got to move forward with just me and you, but that doesn't mean that we're going to forget about what happened to Jade.
So even while stepping up, there's this undercurrent of needing to find out who did it.
And she's actively thinking about it, too. She starts listing names.
Oh, yeah. You got Nia, Candace, Tiffany, Liv, Raquel. She's making a list.
And she's determined that line, when I find out who did it, it's on site. Whoa.
Yeah, that's not just talk. That's serious intent.
Okay, so things simmer for a bit, and then the YouTube package flags this development with Jade.
Leading to that massive return at the Women's Elimination Chamber. So dramatic.
Textbook wrestling, surprise return, but done really well.
And the setup inside the chamber is great. Naomi and Liv Morgan starting things off.
And Naomi delivers that line, a storm is coming. Chills.
You just know something's about to go down, but you're not sure what.
And then, bam, Jade Cargill appears. The commentator's like, Jade Cargill is back! We haven't seen her since she's attacked!
The shock. And they even point out Liv Morgan's face.
Look at the look on her face. Yeah, total disbelief. It sells the moment perfectly.
But then, it's not the reunion you might expect, is it?
Not even close. She makes a beeline straight for Naomi.
Attacks her immediately. And the commentator asks the million-dollar question.
Does she believe it was Naomi who attacked her a number of months ago? Puts it right out there.
And then Cargill basically confirms it, doesn't she? She talks about how she remembers it.
Yeah, that recollection is key. Getting hit from behind.
Thrown on a car.
And then as she's fading out, seeing Naomi just run away. That's devastating, if that's what she saw or believes she saw.
That's the core of it. That image is burned into her mind.
And the betrayal cuts so deep because of their history. Her saying, I mean, that was my big sis.
How can you trust anyone after that? You really feel that pain.
Yeah.
It's not just business. It's deeply personal.
And Naomi's reaction in that moment. She tries to explain. Right. Almost pleading.
Yeah, she says something like, I've always been a woman to do the right thing. I did it for you. I did it for us.
It sounds like genuine confusion, like she can't believe she's being accused. That little laugh in there almost sounds like disbelief.
But Jade's not having any of it. Just shuts it down completely.
No, don't touch me. Me and you, we're done. That's cold.
Yeah, no room for doubt, no chance to explain, just over. In her mind, anyway.
And from that point, Cargill really starts spelling out her anger, her motivation.
Tells Naomi, you tried to take me out because of your own insecurities.
So she thinks it was jealousy, ambition.
Seems like it. And she follows up with, I'm not just angry, I'm pissed. The emotion is just pouring out.
You can hear the hurt, too, when she talks about sacrifice. When I think about all that I've sacrificed, all that I've given.
And that's what really breaks my heart. It's like the betrayal invalidated everything for her.
And that hurt, that anger, it then pivots towards WrestleMania. It becomes fuel.
Totally. Time has run out. This will be mine. And then this WrestleMania, the glow is fading. That's a direct shot at Naomi's whole persona.
It's gone from wanting answers to wanting, well, destruction, it seems.
In that warning, at WrestleMania, I strongly advise you to proceed with caution, proper threat.
Gives you chills. It's promising consequences.
Then they have that back and forth with their old catchphrase. But it's twisted now.
Right. Cargill. Because of Storm, Naomi.
Cargill is coming. It used to be about them together, now it's a warning to each other. So good.
Okay, so that's the picture the hype package paints. What about WrestleSite? How do they frame it?
Well, WrestleSite gives this slightly more analytical take, maybe. They call the whole thing centered on trust, revenge, and the storm between Jade Cargill and Naomi.
Right, so they're hitting those same core themes, trust and revenge.
Yeah, they recap the basics of the attack, Naomi stepping up. But they zero right in on the crucial point. Cargill believes Naomi did it.
And that belief is everything now, isn't it? Irrespective of the actual truth.
Exactly. WrestleSite points out that Cargill isn't looking for justice anymore.
She wants war, they say, that's a strong word, against the person she thinks betrayed her.
And it highlights that they're at a complete deadlock. Naomi keeps denying it, saying she was framed.
But WrestleSite says, basically, it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah. Jade is done listening, and Naomi is done forgiving. That line really captures the stalemate. Two immovable objects.
Oh, so there's just no path back for them.
Doesn't seem like it, according to this. WrestleSite really hammers home how personal it's become.
Let me guess. This is no longer about friendship.
Yep. It's no longer about who is right. This is personal. This is rage. This is WrestleMania. Strips it right down.
It's pure emotion driving this match now.
And their final tagline for it is pretty powerful, too. Captures the tragedy of it all.
What is it?
Sisterhood burned. The truth buried. One match to decide who walks away with their soul intact. WrestleMania 41, Naomi versus Jade Cargill. The storm is here.
Ooh, soul intact. That raises the stakes beyond just a win or loss.
Absolutely. So stepping back from the sources, what we're left with heading into Mania is just this wreck of a relationship.
Yeah, a bond built on friendship, sisterhood even, just demolished by this attack and this accusation.
The intensity is just, well, it's off the charts, isn't it?
You've got Jade running on pure hurt and this overwhelming need for payback against Naomi.
And then Naomi dealing with not just the attacks, but being accused by someone she clearly saw as family. Imagine that weight.
It really makes you wonder, though. What is the truth? Cargill's memory seems so clear.
But Naomi's denial feels just as strong. It's a classic he said, she said, but with fists and turnbuckles involved.
And, can either of them actually find peace or closure at WrestleMania, even if one wins?
That's the big question, isn't it?
Yeah.
With this much bitterness, this much perceived betrayal,
Go.
Does a match actually resolve anything?
Or does it just deepen the wounds? Makes you think about how powerful our own perception of events can be.
Yeah. Sometimes what we believe happened becomes more real, more impactful than whatever the objective truth might be. Especially when betrayal's involved. It's potent stuff.